I've been seeing some confusion about the timeline of events. So here's some more stuff in chronological order. Oh, this is the shoe guy. Shoe guy. More of that. 3.2K. Ooh. That's a lot of comments. Did Lady EmiIy get a lot of pushback at first? I did actually see some people on Twitter defending the Chugga guy. Like, the Chugga guy did an apology, and there were people who were being quite deferential or whatever. Good lord. Well, I'm not going through all this. This is just a clarification thing. People were convinced that they were just scamming him for free shoes. I guess that works. Read the third one. Dear Drat, but just know I'll never unsee, or unsmell for that matter. You'll have to be good to me and help me out when I need it, or I'll tell people. You hear me? I hear, don't worry, I'll be good. Good, honks the rubber toe of your shoe. We wouldn't want anything to happen to you, ... Hey, sorry. Are you free to talk? You're not doing something else? Oh, sorry, trying to do my homework for D&D, lol. Oh, okay, just wanted to talk about something. So, like, I'll continue this joke with you if you want. It just sort of happened. I got the vibe you were enjoying it if you were playing along, and I like doing this sort of thing, so I feel like we're on the same page there. But I guess due to how it could be seen in hindsight, I want to tell you this is just a game. Oh yeah, I know, absolutely, I don't mind. Okay, I'm glad that you feel the same. It's just a lot of people are into that. Oh yeah, well, it's all good, all in good fun. Yeah, being forward with you because I'd rather not keep anything from you. Here's where he's saying I'm into sniffing shoes with my significant other, but not with you. Haha, with you it's platonic. Good lord. Ha, that's a sign that you're succeeding at being you. Yeah, I'm winning at woman. Yep. After a moment of smiles and good feels, you come back down to earth and realize you're still down on the earth. Now put your shoes back the f*** on already. You're burning my eyes looking like that. This guy is incredible, man. This guy's into the, like, foot fetish shoe, smelly shoe thing more than I've ever been into anything, you know? You could leave me on a deserted island for 2 weeks and then come back and give me my first bite of food in all that time, and I would not enjoy that bite of food anywhere near as much as this guy likes looking at one woman's random shoes. Jesus Christ. He's the guy who comes from seeing feet from the RGR debate. He comes from seeing shoes, too! So this is like the ultimate counter to RGR's arguments, you know? Is it a kink to go outside barefoot if your partner's into feet? Is it a kink to go outside with shoes on when your partner has a shoe kink? You know, like, well, shit, I guess you just kill yourself, you know? You just have to die at that point. Merely existing is pedophilia at that point. You're gonna have a legit pants kink in 5 years. I like fashion. I don't really like... Some people like lingerie or rope or bondage stuff or whatever. I don't, or they like cute girls with high socks on and are otherwise naked. I actually don't care about any of that. You're dressed or you're naked, you know? I don't have any clothing paraphernalia or paraphilias, which are pretty common too. So I think I'm actually out of, I'm like the uncommon one for not having that. Surprising, I feel like everyone had one, usually alongside one of the other two. So like, I feel for you, I really do. But if you're still coughing and sick, ... What do you need shoes for? I'm sorry. The jump scare. Me, dude. This guy's incredible. The best of us. You looked like you needed to sneeze. Yeah, it's not a very controlled gesture on my part, I feel. Holy shit. His subreddit is full of people in the comments talking about how it's clearly not sexual. Wait, really? I'll check in a second. And run outside after me like that? I can hop. You look around for me, making sure you know which way to hop before expending the energy. You see me a ways away near my neighbor's house where a loud party's going on in the front lawn. Oh no. I'm looking for you. And holding your shoes over a sewer drain. 25 minutes later. Thought you'd have a bigger reaction. Ha ha ha. You still there? Would like to finish this. He's just full on ERPing. Like EmiIy, you left this man on blue balls. He was right on the edge there with the your shoes are over a sewer drain line. Like he literally like this is literally roleplay that he's doing here. And I'll still be up for a bit, but I won't keep pinging if I don't hear back after this one, and just assume you're busy. Hello, ha ha ha. You fell asleep. Hello again. I kind of just want to know how you're doing. Hey, sorry, been doing D&D most of the day and then was dealing with work stuff. I'm feeling better. Still a bit coffee, but nowhere near as bad. Ah, okay, I'm glad it was that. Had me a little worried. Did you have fun despite it all? I did, yeah. Good. I was working like a maniac, edited 2 videos, and still exercised. Oh, hell yeah. Nice. Ah, thank you. Trying to get a lot done. I want to finish the series, or at least get close so I can travel to Scotland to see my significant other soon. Oh, cool. Didn't realize she was in Scotland. Yeah, pretty far. But we're thinking of immigration next year. Would you like to pick up where we left off last night? Ha ha ha. It dropped off suddenly. Remarkable. Holy fuck, I don't know how she took this long. I would have blocked this guy within a day. First of all, women are weak. Second of all, trans women, I feel specifically, just tend to be weird sometimes when it comes to like getting attention. Because there's like a juxtaposition, especially online, between that and the shit they deal with IRL. Third of all, and most importantly, this motherfucker is like a 1.6 million sub YouTuber. So probably some degree of like, oh wow, I'm talking to like the largest figure socially that I ever will, probably. Nah, Chugga is washed. I'm not saying he's not washed. I'm just saying, you know, there's a lot of like social power there. And fourth of all, women are dumb. No, really though, people are like, bro, why didn't you block him? Like, maybe she should have, but like, what does that have to do with anything, you know? Like, I mean, sure, she could have, but that doesn't mean he's not responsible for the behavior that he engages in while she hasn't blocked him, right? Like what kind of, you know, like if you had a person in your home and they were being weird to you and they were like weirdly insulting you and harassing you and stuff, and then like you felt kind of like awkward, so you're sort of like pressing them out the door, you know, like, oh, I gotta go, like I have a headache, whatever, like, and someone was like, bro, you could have just kicked them out of your house like right away. Okay, like what does that have to do with anything, right? You know, like what of what relevance is that? Should he really have his career ruined over this? No, wait, why are you getting defensive on his behalf? Nobody's talking about ruining his career. This is just like publicly showing weird behavior of his. It's not like, also, according to Lady EmiIy and Chugga, as I understand it, a bunch of other women have said that he's behaved similarly to them. But it's not like he's not going up for the death penalty or whatever, but like, I don't know, the behavior is pretty weird. I don't know. There's more. There's a lot more. He did a lot of this. Also, the videos in the original tweet thread had messages that you missed at the bottom about how stinky her feet are. Really? Is that so? Okay, this is talking about estrogen making your feet shrink or something. That is some dedication to spending 0 time menuing. But if you're not into it, I'd rather not waste your time. I might be into it. I just have to give it a chance again, especially once I figure out the combat a lot more, and also now that I do call myself a fan of the franchise, having put so much time into it. Well, if you have any questions, I'm here. Thank you. Okay. I'm gonna miss your shoes. It was kind of nice being their caretaker again. Looks at them in my hands. As hard as it was at times. They stunk horribly. Oh yeah, sorry about that. It is what it is. Man, big and stinky. You've got it all. Oh my god. Yeah, what a fucking Riz god. What a Riz lord. Holy shit. This is why you can't get a girlfriend. It's because this guy was there first. Holy shit. Oh man. Well, by the way, in all the messages we've read, EmiIy has never like actually engaged with the kink. All she's ever done is literally go like, ah, haha, okay. That's literally like, that's the limit of the extent to which she's engaged. I mean, you can criticize her for being passive and, you know, sure, fine, whatever, but that's not relevant to the people always do this whenever there's any like drama like this, like somebody actually real, where a lot of their first instinct is like, this is a skill issue. The moment he was even remotely inappropriate, I would have done a triple backflip, and on in the backflip, I would have thrown my phone to the ceiling and caught it and hit the block button instantly, thereby blocking him. Like, okay, sure, great. That's not really relevant to the, you know, I think like the real criticism is that some people are going to be like she was leading him on, but if you think what she's doing in this is leading him on or like playing with him or in otherwise enabling this, like that is itself a skill issue because this is not is incredibly uncomfortable. Yes, yes, more logs. Yes. The only problem I have is that people don't know how to say, this is weird, I'm not a huge fan, lol. Yeah, I agree. People should be more direct and upfront. Emily should have done that. That is a thing she should have done. It's just not relevant to what's being talked about. We're not here to put her character on blast or like, or like put her on trial for being passive or whatever. Passivity does not morally oblige or permit being weird in this way to people. Keep in mind, what he's doing here, as creepy as what he's doing here is, from what we've seen, we're talking about relatively like low level sexual harassment in terms of aggression. There doesn't seem to have been any like gaslighting or grooming or like really aggressive threatening or whatever. It just seems like persistent creepiness. We're really talking fundamentally about the guy Chugga, I forget his name, being like a pretty big weird creep, like just a really like. I think it's as like the spectrum goes. I think we're on the creep side of things, but like very into it. And being a very big creep absolutely is sexual harassment at times. Like to the extent that it's going to be prosecuted, no, but to the extent that it's like probably something that should be aired out to an extent. Like yeah, I don't know. Maybe, yeah. I mean, think of it this way. If nobody here was a public figure, but Chugga and Emily were both in like a big friend circle group, and he had been doing this to her for that long, don't you think Emily would have like told the shared friends? Like at some point there would have been a group chat where she was like, hey, listen, I've like not blocked him because I thought it'd be weird to do that and I didn't know how to handle it, but he's been like talking about my big smelly feet for months now, and I just need you guys to see how weird this has been because it's been really gross, you know? Like, and then a friend could have said, did you tell him directly? And then Emily would probably say directly in response, like, I didn't directly say it because I'm awkward and I didn't want to make the thing weird or whatever, but like, I'm pretty clearly pushing him away from this and his behavior is pretty weird, like without any, I guess, sort of incitement for me, you know? Just stop talking to him. I mean, you can. So again, when you say stuff like that, like what is the meaning of what you're saying? So she did continue engaging with him, even though she wasn't like enabling or abetting or leading him on or whatever, until eventually she did stop talking to him. But what does that have to do with his behavior? Like why? Like what does that have to do with anything? You know? What you're doing right now is the very like lowest level, like the foundation of apologia, where if one side in a dynamic does something unambiguously bad, usually presumptive or sexual or whatever, your first thought is, well, what could the victim have done better? Now, again, mind you, what happened here is not, we're quite a while off from that, but it's like the underlying logic, that impulse, that's like the grounding of it, the root, you know? Like she could have stopped talking to him, she could have blocked him, okay, or like, oh, she could have just said no at the club or whatever. Like there's that's like an impulse that you feel. The question I'm asking is why? Because it's not relevant. Nobody here has made the statement, I think Lady Emily acted optimally in removing herself from the situation. Nobody, including Lady Emily, would say that. I'm pretty sure she said in the initial thread, like, yeah, I felt really nervous about him or whatever, so I kind of like, you know, nervously like bled through it for a while. Yeah, it's whatever. I read victim blaming is also a coping strategy. If I'm smart, it can't happen to me, surely. Oh, true, yeah. Well, in fairness, this is kind of true here. If you instantly block people who start foot posting at you, you can, in fact, avoid creepy ERP about foot posting. So in this respect, that is actually true. It's not cope. You can skill your way out of the creepy foot posting. That's true. If she didn't want to be sexually harassed, she shouldn't have left her shoes in the top right corner of that selfie. True! Really, leaving those Converse out, it just said everything he needed to hear. Speaking of, I need to get some Converse myself. I have one pair that I've never worn because they're all white and I wanted to get someone to paint them, but I want like some regular Converse. Not to brag, but I think I'm going to beat that old birthday present you told me about. Well, I'm so excited to see what it is. I think your gift came in. Oh yeah, it said Wednesday. Well, did it? Well, did it? I believe so. Sorry, it was in D&D, and it's some Converse high tops. Redacted. And beautiful. So, I originally planned to go with a black and floral pattern, but they lacked it in your size. He's felt Fellas, don't say this to a woman. So I went with what I thought was the most likely go-to with any clothes. Yeah, it's black high top Converse. It's like the most popular shoe in the world, basically. Um, ooh, honestly, great call because I love black high tops, but I haven't had any years and years. Haha, it's my personal favorite shoe. It's a great shoe. It goes with everything. Do I get to see you in them? Those high tops aren't very stinky. Could we fix that? Vaush aren't Converse super expensive. Converse are like the cheapest shoes you can get. They have like no padding basically, so you shouldn't use them to walk more than 2 feet in any direction. But they're a vibe, you know. What if he has a public humiliation kink and this is all part of his end game? Ah, pretty smart, pretty smart. He's gooning like crazy right now. They aren't that cheap. I got my Converse for $50. I mean, that's pretty cheap for shoes, yeah. Maybe I'll get some like inserts or whatever. That's expensive. Are you okay, whatever. Oh my god, he got it. Oh yeah, I'll post a photo once I get a chance, but the Mon's still doing D&D right now, lol. Sorry, it's not the best photo, but here. Oh shit, I came back from watching TV to this. I'm glad they fit, they suit you, and if I may say, you look gorgeous. Ah, laying on the Riz. No more incredibly creepy messages to look through, Sag. Thank God. Somebody said that in the Reddit, people are defending him. We all need to take a step back, addressing the community. Oh dear. Oh, wait, no, hold on. Wait, let's find a different post. I'm stuck on that huge gap in Emily's timeline. There are two possibilities of what could have taken place, but not really. Given we get Emily's direct response, I'm inclined to believe it says she gave him the go-ahead to keep talking about shoes. The only other option I can see is Emily denying him. That would have been a smoking gun for Emily. Why does this person keep saying Emily and then EmiIy over and over? Chugga Conroy's name is EmiIy? Oh, really? Oh, okay. I just assumed they were... Okay, gotcha. That's confusing. Well, it's not really confusing. It's just I didn't know. Sex master... Please, for the love of God, don't take me defending EmiIy. He fucked up and he admitted to doing so. He's in the wrong in this situation objectively. I just have genuine concerns about how Emily decided to frame her accusations. Wait, what does that mean? If you're saying that EmiIy did a bad thing, then what's the criticism? Oh, here it is. My only thing is legitimately try not to blame. If she was too uncomfortable and couldn't say so, why didn't she block him? Instead, she just sort of ignored him and let him keep messaging her, sort of like a hang your own noose type thing. What? Not ghosting a person because they've sent you the 17th, probably more than 17th, unrequested foot fetish ERP message is not giving them a noose to hang themselves with. That's on him. How are you? How can Emily be the active agent in the situation when she's literally just not responding and he posts pages and pages of messages, continuing to embarrass himself to her? You know what the. Emily watching him put the noose around his own neck was her own fault. Yeah, true. Anytime someone made me uncomfortable and I couldn't use my word, I blocked them. There was no reason to let them keep having access to me. So I don't want to blame her, and I've been made to feel uncomfortable before, but what innocent explanation is there for... What innocent explanation is there for not blocking him? What does that mean? Again, like, I don't even understand the argument that people are trying to make. Like, it's okay to be creepy to people if they don't block you? Or like, if a person is bad to you, it gets magically made unbad if you don't block them? When did the absence of a block become a permission slip to do that? What does that mean? The only thing I can think of is she needed access to them, like to proceed with a restraining order or to show... Proceed with the restraining order? Off of a Discord? Okay, okay, chat, I don't know the community of this group. Is this community all 12-year-olds? Is everyone here 12? Are these 12-year-olds? Often, yes. Yeah, basically. Okay. So I have no idea. It's Oh, right, he's a Pokemon YouTuber. Yeah. So it's unironically, it's a mix of 12-year-olds and cripplingly autistic 30-year-olds. Yeah. What does this mean? We aren't stating facts. We're not understanding that Cheshire is dealing with someone harassing her for foot pictures, but she's supposed to be wearing shoes and we don't see the whole conversation. What? Vaush, why did she post the logs? Because a public figure was being like weird and creepy persistently in a way that she felt should be aired out. What? Obviously. To multiple women, mind you. But yeah. It was to multiple women as well. One of the reasons, if people act like this, one of the reasons you come out with it is because you might learn about worse behavior they've done to other people. That's literally the whole point of the Me Too movement. The idea that, like, if everyone's just kind of like normalized into silently dealing with whatever weirdo shit, but then if you start speaking up about it, it's like, oh wow, that guy was being weird to everyone, you know? Again, imagine the friend group allegory. Like, there's a like loose friend group of 20 or so people, and one guy's been kind of weird to you, not like or whatever, just like weird, you know, just kind of creepy to you, and then like, you know, you're quiet about it for a while, but he keeps doing it, so you're just like, okay, fuck it, and you just tell people what a creep he's being, and then a bunch of other women in the group are like, oh wow, he was like that to me too. Like, okay, you know. Like, again, yeah, it would be like optimal and ideal if she just directly stated that she didn't want to engage in unprompted foot fetish roleplay, but is that something you have to specifically and directly say? I mean, again, she gave plenty of signals of disinterest. It's not like she was leading him on. This situation has been wildly presumptuous, borderline ableist. Oh my god. But to accuse a neurodivergent person of harassing you publicly and claiming to understand their intent to all of it too without any real communication, despite attempts from EmiIy to communicate, is a different story altogether. I'm not victim blaming. She's not at fault for what happened. She's only responsible for what she did afterwards. Not only had EmiIy, if I recall, said he is autistic, even if he hadn't, it's not a visible disability and could be affecting someone you communicate with. It's like asking for pronouns even if you think someone is cisgender. You never know. I can't believe autistic people all have foot fetishes. That's your defense too? Yeah, but I don't have a foot fetish, so I'm fine. He's just a birthday boy. True. Why do so many people use autism as a defense for their weird behavior? Well, in this case, it's somebody else using autism for on his defense, like on his behalf, you know? If you want to see the perspective of a bunch of misogynists discrediting her, all you have to do is look at the comment section of a shitty drama channel covering it. Oh, Bo Blacks. Yeah, I could have told you pretty easily how that one would go. What about this other one? Chugga Conroy might actually be innocent. This has 1,500 views. I don't feel like I should. I mean, I don't even know. You know, if you scroll over the buffering bar like this, the way the guy's moving in his chair kind of makes him look like he's the soy dude in the Giga Chad meme, right? With the music, where the one guy's going like da 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 da, and then on the other side you have, I don't know, EmiIy wearing high tops or something. Considering EmiIy intentionally left that stuff out of lost all faith in her word. What stuff? I'm not watching the video to engage. I find this all very unserious to begin with, but like, what? It's no timestamps. Someone in chat say it. Lie by omission. Okay, so what was omitted? Is there anyone? Oh no, EmiIy literally left this out because it didn't fit her narrative that he made her do erotic foot play or that he would... No, just say what it is. Repeat the content in the video for some reason in the comments. Please. I think it's the sending him photos in the shoes. Is that it? That can't just be that. That doesn't invalidate anything. Go to 749. Tron Panda TKS, there's no way you actually know.
But regardless, he likes that. It's his hobby, whatever, not hurting anybody. And then she says, no, I am glad to know. Good to have that openness and common understanding. My God, my dyslexia is going on hyperdrive right now, but you get the point. He gave her this disclaimer, like, hey, I like this.
This is... We just saw this. It's literally him being like, "Hey, just to let you know, like I'm a gigafoot coomer, girlfriend, sexual, I'm cooming, platonic here right now, actually." And EmiIy is like, "Haha, okay, yeah, thank you for letting me know." Okay, yeah, whatever. I don't know. Maybe somewhere else in this video, there's something else. I don't know. It's fucking. That's literally his argument in the video. It's really that bad. It's always like that. Drama channels like need to be misogynistic. I guess misogyny isn't really the right term. Retarded? What's the what would a PhD use? Retarded, right? The primary consumer of content like that is like adolescent, angsty, incel adjacent 14-year-old boys who hate women because women have like delicious pussies, and they're not like just letting them have it. So anytime shit like this happens, there's always going to be people running to like the soapbox to scream out to the skies about how like, well, I, a gentle sir, would never be creepy like that, but also women, huh? Women, huh? Why wouldn't that Stacy just say clearly how she felt? Women never directly communicate with me. When women leave me on red, as I leave 16 like uninterrupted messages about my foot fetish kink they've never directly engaged with, I don't know what they mean. What does it mean when a woman never engages with the italicized text ERP I keep trying to engage with her, and every time I directly question her about her interest, she says, yeah, it's fine, but never actually engages with it, you know? What does that mean? I am 14 years old. I am a boy. Women are very confusing. Women are a mystery. I don't understand what they mean. Is he only 14? I'm talking about the drama channel audience. Just sort of gesturing at it, you know? Spiritually 14.